Hello, Radiant Ones. This is Chanel Washington, business and marketing strategist with RadiantLiving.biz. Thank you so much if you've come to join me for the replay. My website is RadiantLiving.biz. On Instagram, it's Radiant Living Biz, and on Periscope and Twitter, it is Radiant Living _. This is part 2 for the Creating Your Radiant Life series. Today we're talking about financially free for life, one of the chapters in my book. And if you've missed part 1, I highly encourage you to check it out. And there's one more thing that I wanted to share with you and let you know about as it relates to your decision to welcome Cal, welcome Music Q, as it relates to your decision for financial freedom. This is all about a next level of maturity, accountability, and taking control of your life. So I shared a story in part 1. Welcome, Clay Lance. Welcome. Let me know where you're joining me from if this is your first time on a Radiant Living Scope. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. Feel free to ask any questions or share any valuable content. I'm doing radiant today. How are you? And make sure you throw up those hearts. I appreciate it. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty quick scope because this is part 2. In part 1, I shared a little bit about my story and why I even care about financial freedom and debt-free living, and told you some of the mistakes, obstacles, and setbacks that I had in my personal and business life, and how you can avoid some of those things simply by making a decision to be accountable towards financial freedom. Welcome, 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 Choppa. And the one thing that I want to make sure that each and every one of you do, if you still have debt and you are determined to live a debt-free lifestyle, Istanbul, welcome. I want you to mindfully and intentionally take a deep breath and gather every expense, every bill, every collection, every outstanding debt that you have. Gather them all in one place. Put them in an envelope, like a manila folder or envelope. And I want you to, what I did was I took a document, just a simple Word document, and made a checklist, okay, kind of like a checklist. And I want you to list those debts from the least to the highest, okay? And list the creditor, list the debtor, whoever you owe, and what the amount is. And what this will do is that it will make things very, very real for you. It will keep you focused as you move forward every week with your budgeting, with your income goals, paying off your debt. It needs to be in front of you, okay? Because to have things scattered all around or not really be sure, I think I owe this, or I think I might still owe that, keep everything together and make a decision that you will be debt free, and begin to acquire the resources and support that you need to get this done. But I'm going to just give you one encouraging tip. I've done this, and when I did this, I've done it several times, but more recently I did this. And the least expensive debt that was on my list, okay, this had to be less than a month ago. That debt is no longer there, and I did not pay it, okay? So it was actually something that I was actually able to return with integrity, but I actually returned it. And because I had already paid it down significantly, I'll have a check coming to me in 20 to 30 days. So, like, how awesome is that? Because I did not ignore the debt or was in denial about it or pushed it to the side, I simply gathered everything in one place, put it in on paper, to look at it and say, these are debts that I am determined, thank you, I am determined to eliminate from my life. And I didn't, I had a plan to pay it, but I didn't even have to pay that one. It was just a blessing, and it was eliminated. So, and I got money back. So just for you being accountable for your decisions, and every decision is not a bad decision. Everybody's credit is not bad or anything, but you do want to be free. And why do you want to be free from debt? So that you can make more choices, you can travel, you can help other people, you can invest in your business, you can retire early, you can acquire more property, whatever it is that you want to do to make an impact on the world, and others in a significant way. You can't do that when you are constantly worried about money, when you are getting phone calls, collection calls, mail, distracted mail, opening things up. You can be focused on so many other things as it relates to creating your radiant life. That's why I do these scopes. I talk a lot, primarily about business, marketing, and sales, but I think it's key and important to share some of these things and be transparent, because a lot of what holds many entrepreneurs back is capital and money. And why is that? Because our own personal finances are not where they need to be. I hope you all can hear me well. I keep leaving the cord in my phone, and where the headphones go, or the auxiliary cord, and I think it's blocking the sound out somewhat. But anyway, I hope you can hear me all right. So I just wanted to share that bit, make this a quick part 2. If you missed part 1, the story was very, very inspiring. Many people gave me good feedback on it. I hope you can go back and check that one out if you missed part 1. But I encourage you to do that. Just take a simple Word document or open up your phone, in the notes section. When I say everything, I mean everything. Everything, everything, everything. I still have significant student loans that I am determined will be paid off by a certain date, and I keep them in front of me, even though it seems like a lot to swallow, and I can go back like, oh my goodness, why in the world did I take out all these student loans? Like, really, was this necessary? My grades were exceptional in undergrad. I could have got a scholarship. I just was not being focused enough. I don't know. I could sit there and beat myself up all day. The reality is the debt is there, and I'm determined that it's going to be paid off, and I'll be free from it. You have to do more than just talk about it, but it is a first step to write everything down and gather everything. I mean, from the smallest bill to the highest bill. Don't leave anything off. If you owe anyone money, put that on the list as well. Things that you might not feel is fair, or you disagree with, or you're disputing, put it down anyway. That way you'll be able to see the outcome. As I shared my story about that one bill that I had, and I was able to return something and ended up with a refund. So, be accountable, make your decision. If you've made the decision, list and track all of your debts in one place, okay? I hope this inspired somebody to action today on a Monday, and encourage you to get things together. If you're watching this, I'm assuming that you have some interest in financial freedom, or you would not be here. So if you want to connect with me further or watch more of my videos, I invite you to go to my website. It is radiantliving.biz. I have an awesome free toolkit there with some more inspirational seminars and tools and resources to help you grow your business and increase your cash flow, and even some things for personal development. It's radiantliving.biz. Click the free toolkit or enter your name and email, and I will get that out to you instantly. All right, thank you so much. I'm going to try to come back one more time today for a sales scope, some tips on how to increase your sales. All right, be radiantly beautiful.